Dave Robinson. Dave Robinson straight in for the tackle, and that's the only way to get up onto Billy Smith. Billy Smith 13. And little Tommy Bishop's having to do the tackling in the moment, and he shouldn't be doing. It's up to the forwards to do the tackling and the kick and the chase. And it's no good letting it bounce. It can be troublesome. It can be troublesome. This is... Great Britain mustn't let the ball bounce at all if they can help it. This is Australia putting in the first concerted attack, and they're obviously going to kick for the wings. That's going to be the tactics. Les Johns was the extra wing on the far side. Well, that was quite a run. Next Thursday, Billy Smith got to be up before the disciplinary committee for a suspension. He's not got into touch, and it should have done. Not take chances like that. Great mistake. Is fairly fast. The Johnny Raper is there again, out by Johnny King. This fellow Raper is a great loose forward. He's the captain of the day. Cliff Watson, Bill Holiday. Not a good pass. This is the sort of thing that's likely to happen all over the place. Roger Millward, first time he's touched the ball. Oh, and Roger Millward obstructed, obviously. So silly. It wasn't there enough for him to score a try, but referee Lindop getting a report from the touch score. Great Britain 0, Australia 0. 15 minutes gone in the first half. Shoot again. Oh, and running brilliantly. He's got, well taken. Keegan didn't take any dummy. King was the only rugby league match that is on today as far as the first teamers are concerned. I don't think there's been 8 teamers on. 25 yards line. Great Britain defending. Smith Raper. Oh, Raper's slashing the opening out beautifully. Gleason. No score. Australia looking very strong. Peter Gallagher. This should be a try. And it's a try, a first try of the match, and a very good try scored by Ron Coote, to the best forward so far, along with Raper. Well, how was that lost or gained? Let's have a look at it again. To watch, not getting wet, we'll be enjoying it. It's a tremendously exciting, hard match. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Rasmussen's gone without the ball, and he can't get it because he's got his shirt. And deciding test for the Great Britain Ashes in England. The Australians hold them this greater record if they got 3 times running. And he's running, and this is danger because if it goes on. Well taken. Well taken. Keegan didn't take any dummy, but he had an overlap. He should have sent McDonald chasing in there. Bad move of Smith. But the Australians still looking strong and still looking capable of breaking the defence down. Kelly, 22. Kelly, a veteran of Test football, going to have a drop if he could, but he's gone into the wide open spaces. Branson and Burwell. Burwell's a good boy. He's not a bad boy. He's going on his own. They'll knock him for 6, but he ran well in his first time. No need to worry about Burwell playing 6 and trades. He'll go with Burwell, 14. He's a good centre too. The forwards have got to get into this job now. We need the strength of the forwards against the Australians. Dave Robinson. Yes. There's a young lady behind me saying, "Oh no," and she realizes that every time Britain's passing is up to fall down. Run onto him, as somebody quite rightly says. Can go through on his own. Oh, he might have gone more on his own. Oh, Burwell's going nicely. Burwell, if he can accelerate. Oh, hard luck, lad. Hard luck, boy, but it was a great and noble effort. That's a brave effort to get the ball. Roger Millward. Roger Millward, if he can get up, is on his own. And that's... He's still up on his feet. The referee's going to blow time at the next tackle, and he does. And with one try only, Great Britain, who are probably paid in patches, but certainly are still very, very much in this game, if the forwards can get down to the job. I'm sorry on that, I just saw Evan in front of me. The information I've been given was for Evan, but it's Watson that's on. And Great Britain, Burwell, going on his own. He's got to go on his own. Play with his obstructed. Reynoldson's on for Watson. He's got a bruised shoulder, so I'll have to tell you about the pack formation when it gets settled. Watson will be a great blow to Great Britain, because we've now got a lot of back row players and we want some front row players. Valentine, Millward, Keegan, Irvin and Valentine on, and Reynoldsson. Ball's loose, but Australia saved it. Way in the far corner defending. Watson off. Bruce shoulder, I've just been told. Let's have a look at this pack. Penalty to Great Britain in front of the sticks. I thought it was a scrum, so it should be a reasonably easy kick for Millward going for the ball. 3 points to nil, remember. Just one try. Chris Young has gone to hospital for an X-ray. Watson is now in the dressing room. And Reynoldsson is number 15. So that's up to date with the score 3 points to nil. And Millward, the straight kick as the snow comes down a little again. In test matches, goal kicking can be always a little bit out of focus, but this is a straight one. Should be a 2 points for Millward. And he's at the post. Well, did Britain look certainly out today. My forecast that anything can happen, and the Australians greatly relieved at that. Greatly relieved, obviously, and rightly so. They'll play like tigers now, having got away from the clutches of a chance of a 1 point, which has made an awful lot of difference. 3-2 is a lot different to 3-0 in any language. Raper. Raper showing him that ball and beautifully going through. And Cooch should the yard out, but he jumps up, and all from this dropped goal, and he looks at it. It's a penalty to Australia, and it is a penalty to Australia. The best player of each side will be selected by the journalists, and so far Johnny Raper, in my book, would be the award by the English journalists, and I don't know who they'll pick for the Great Britain, but the Australian journalists pick the best player there, and it's a relief by Holiday. 5 minutes gone, 3 points to nil. Watson off, if you're wondering where he was, which we saw him in the first half and didn't stay on at half-time. He's off with an injured shoulder. You've got to go on your own, and you've only got a hooker with you. Well done. What a great sidestep of this hooker fella is. Perfect. Good lad. So he's losing the ball. This is what Great Britain are doing, and it's proving their downfall and probably ending disaster. And the penalty is a tremendous front row player. It's going to be pretty evident, particularly in getting the ball from the scrum. Well taken. Well, Johns into MacDonald. Valentine, number 11, the tackler. 2 Scots in the team. Reynoldsson and Rasmussen. Big strong lad, isn't he? Takes a lot of pulling down. 35 yards from the Great Britain line. Britain in a defensive position again. Tony Branson. Oh, good footballer. He could go here, could this fella? And he's going, unless he can be saved, he'll slide over, and it's a try. Scored by Tony Branson. He went through beautifully and slid over the last couple of yards despite a great effort to make the tackle. Great Britain nil, Australia 6 in this round. Great Britain have won 5. And this is no good, not getting the ball into touch. Lost 2 and 1 drawn. And if Billy Smith, if the forwards will only get cracking on this, there's still something in this match for Great Britain, but the Australians looking amazingly confident, and rightly so. 8 points to 0. Johnny Raper, the maestro, in on the burst, supporting play. The gates open. Good visit to forward fast, but it's a good try in the corner. Good try by Johnny King in the corner. And the gate was wide open with the long sweeping Gallagher. Strong runner. Johns. Mighty attacking football. Coming up on the ball. Every bit of encouragement from the ball being shown. Raper. And they see the chance for MacDonald. He's got Langland with him. Well taken, Arthur Keegan. Well taken, Arthur Keegan. He had Langland came on the last tour 4 years ago. But he goes outside the far one, and somebody's got to get it. He's no good waiting for it to come. Well, it's the smallest fellas like Keegan, Millward, Bishop, who are coming out of this test with something like a credit. Ian Flanagan, we don't call him a big one. He's had a good match. Well taken, Bishop. And oh, can he go the width of the field? They're going to chase him. Can he go? Johns is after him. Get it inside. And is it? Well, at least it must be there. And at least it was worth waiting for. And even if it may not win the match, little Millward, I just talked about it. Great Britain 3, Australia 11. And it'll light a lot of people's hearts. Great fullback. Been one of the great successes on this Australian tour. And no fault in this fella today. Keegan, 2 minutes to go. 11 points to 3. 3 tries, 1 goal to the Australian. 1 try to Great Britain. Come on now. Oh, now. And I think somebody's possibly been sent off. Kelly has been sent. I think it's Kelly. Kelly has been sent off. Kelly, number 22, has been sent off. Kelly is walking off. He's got the early bath. Kelly. He'll have the first spell of the hot water. He got him by his boot laces there. His stocking top. But he got him. And that's what counts. And this sort of football just shows what might have been from Great Britain. Charlie Reynolds going at the end as if the thing was just started. Alan Burwell, you've got a long way to go, Alan. But if you keep going round, And he's still doing a bit of a twist. And he goes, but on at least a good note, football point of view, the Australians, to their great delight of their reserves onto the field, and particularly to Johnny Raper, Great Britain, 3 points, Australia 11. So it's the Ashes for Australia as jerseys are being exchanged, and Johnny Raper is giving you a sartorial escapade. And there's this corset I've been talking about. You didn't believe me, did you? Well, it is there. And thank you very much to prove my point. But what a magnificent game he's had, and what a great player he's been. And no doubt a very, very happy award. It'll be cold, but he won't worry him. Johnny Raper leaves the field, heading this Australia win of Great Britain, 3 points. And up goes, Reg Gasnier goes up now on the front. Reg Gasnier, the captain. Nice picture, because probably Reg Gasnier may never play rugby league again. I don't mean for injuries, but he's talking about retiring. He's been the coach. Well, it's a great sight for Reg Gasnier, and a very, very happy Reg Gasnier. And Arthur Keegan and Coote are having their photographs taken on the field. I think it's uncle. They're exchanging jerseys, and there they are, the two voted the best player from each side, and they're obviously quite happy. I don't know, Arthur King, better be careful. However, back to the business of the test match, the Ashes for the third successive time, won in 1963 here, on this very ground actually. The second test was won in 1966 on the third test, deciding the Ashes on the Sydney cricket ground, and now this third test going to Australia, 11 points to 3, and no doubt a very happy lot going back to France and en route to Australia.